Hey family, welcome back to the channel. I'm your man Von P. Hey y'all, in today's episode, we're doing a deep dive into relationships. We're talking about transparency and honesty and what does that mean in a relationship and how taking it slow can get us to a place where we can get to something meaningful. So today, y'all, whether you're dating, you're single, you're in the middle of something really incredible, I've got something for you right here. We're going to talk about it on the other side, right here where everything is on point. Okay, so taking money and sex off the table during the getting to know you process. How does that sound? What do you think about that? Okay, so let me share. So when I hear that, I see someone trying to really focus on who the other party is, right? Who they are beyond the superficial, beyond the material benefits, beyond the physical intimacy, to really focus on each other's values. I think that's a win-win for everybody, because I think it identifies your true intentions. And I think that helps everybody moving forward. And I think for me, on a personal level, it's about building a foundation. It's about making sure that there's a genuine connection there without the distractions of sex and the finances clouding the whole picture, right? Because as soon as you add sex to the equation, it changes the way you feel about the situation. You're able to turn away from some red flags that you normally wouldn't turn away from, especially if the sex is good, you know, and vice versa, right? If she's receiving financial benefits, she's going to overlook some things that she may not typically overlook in this process because of what she's gaining. It changes the equation. It really does. So by taking those two factors off the table, it gives you both the opportunity to figure out what you both care about. Find out if there's some real chemistry. Build a real mutual respect on that platform in which you build from moving forward. Okay, so family, if you spend any time on any of these other platforms, you'll find women very upset right now because men are asking them, what do they bring to the table? And they're being offended. Flat out, they're offended. But ladies, let me rephrase the question. I think what they're really asking is, what is your love language? How do you show love? Because it's not about the skill set, it's not about the finances. It's about how you show love, how you show respect, right? How do you show the value that you have in your mate? What are your acts of service? How do you show love and kindness? I think at the end of the day, that's really all he's asking. And I think that's a valid question. What do you think? Okay, y'all. So, honesty. Honesty is just being able to tell the truth. Just being able to say, yes, I did. No, I didn't. That's it. Even when it's difficult, even when you know it's going to impact someone adversely, that's being honest. Transparency is another level of honesty, a deeper level. It's sharing the why prior to the event. It's a proactive openness. I'm sharing so much that there's nothing that's going to be a surprise. I've already shared everything that could possibly impact us before it impacts us. That's transparency. That fosters a deepened connection. Honestly, honesty just involves truthfulness. But combined, it creates a foundation, a genuine understanding and respect in the relationship. And I think that's what all of us strive for. Okay, so family, in conclusion, I believe that the things that we talked about today is very important in relationship building. I believe that the magic happens in a relationship when you're able to establish that level of openness, that level of transparency, where you're able to take everything off the table and look at each other's values, where you're able to see one another without all the insignificant things that has nothing to do with if I really like you as a person or not, if I see you in my life long term or not. Look, I believe that we all want a relationship that is fulfilling, the type of love that surpasses all understanding. We all dream of that. The reality of it is, until we start operating different from the beginning, we're just going to see the same end. And that's where we are today. So until next time, we'll see you on the other side where everything is on point.